Hey all, this is Xenoxis, and this is the Xenoxis show for the 3rd of August 2025. And we're doing some Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age. So yeah. Now, sadly, of course, I wasn't able to keep my quote-unquote PS4 files for whatever reason, which is a bit sad. I don't know if I could have uploaded them on PS4 version if that was something that you had as an option to do or whatever, but yeah, so I have to restart and everything and stuff like that. And I don't know what made me decide to go with the class I went with on the main character, because I went with Shikari, of course. Now, Shikari is, of course, quite interesting because Shikari is definitely kind of like the thief class. I mean, there are certain characters that you have steal like naturally. For example, like you can take, for example, like, oops, not there, but I mean, you can technically check there as well. But for example, if you win like this, you can see like all skills that a certain character have. For example, like you can see yes, he has access to steal, for example. And for example, if you check him out, for example, Baltier here, Baltier of course has steal as well, and he has first aid. She has steal as well, so yeah. So there's a lot of characters that actually get steal and stuff that, several characters that get it, but yeah. I'm not going to be using super advanced gambits or anything. I used to have gambit on even on 1 and stuff that, Instead I have the 8p critical there, and I have HP 70% there, but yeah. So I went with both Monk and Monk on both Baltier and Bosch. Although he is missing the thing here, he hasn't gotten Brawler yet. So I've actually gotten all the other guys. So I'm using the actual pole weapons on Baltier instead. Of that. Now I don't know technically if the poles are better to use or if the unarmed can eventually be good as well and stuff there, because there's a lot of like battle lore that you can get and stuff that to actually increase your physical damage and stuff that, which is going to be very important as well and stuff that. So you can see we have pretty decent HP pools and stuff that, but yeah. And of course you can go here, for example, 70 or 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And usually there is a certain amount of like health upgrades that you can find on a board and stuff that. It is pretty interesting that you have some black magic up here and stuff that for the Ulan class. The Ulan class is what I thought would be probably most similar to an actual like dragoon or whatever, right? Is what I'm thinking, and stuff that, because you get access to like stuff like Dragon Whisker, Holy Lance is also a thing, I believe, as well. Somewhere, yeah, Holy Lance Gungnir. Stuff that, so there are some interesting things, of course, that you get access to. And in a lot of the corners, of course, you can find some of the corners you can find like the what do we call them? I forgot. Yeah, but we're actually gonna need to go back inside here because we need to go to Lowtown actually, because we need to speak to a character in Lowtown actually. Because we're going for certain marks, of course, obviously, so yeah. And I believe it's going to be closer if we go this way, actually. And we use the one that's higher up, basically. I forgot if we can use the one that's highest up there, if that one is already available to use. We could do this one also as well, it doesn't take that long to reach from that, but yeah. But the main problem, for example, if you have a lot of characters active, for example, like you can only have 3 in the party, of course, obviously, but still, Is that a teleporter one? Yeah, okay. You need to remember about that there are like mini teleporters also as well and stuff that, so, yeah. Actually, let's take and discover this use so we can have this on the map here. Well, I don't think there are any treasures here. There can actually be treasures inside cities as well, by the way. Because this is technically the palace, right? Yeah, but it's the outside of it, of course, so yeah. And it's interesting, but the question is like, is Ivalice supposed to be like the Ivalice games, is that what Final Fantasy 6 is quote-unquote supposed to become, is the question, right? Because in this, right, you have Magicite. In this, you have an empire. Obviously it's not the same empire, of course, as, the one in Final Fantasy 6 and stuff that, but, they also have, like, technically they have something that looks a bit similar to Magitech, if I remember correctly. And supposedly the Empire that's in Final Fantasy 14 is supposed to be the Empire from Final Fantasy 12, supposedly. So can we? Yeah, we can go there. Oh. And we need to go to, I think it should be right here. There should be a named guy. There should be a named guy here somewhere. Is it you? No. Because I think that they should always be named the one all right. The one that's lighting up here is probably the correct one. Yeah. You're about to be wonderful. Wanna stop a ghost? Yes, I wanna stop the ghost. I must sit about away. Okay, I must sit about away, and I just wanted to check what it is exactly in it. Mowing, okay, so it's in the middle part, okay. It's so sleazy. We can't open this, right? Nope. Let's go the other way. Instead to go this way. Sadly, but yeah. So I'm using, of course, light armor on both him, Baltier, and Boss, and I'm using light armor on. But for example, he could use some heavy armor as well. So another question is though, can I technically use leather shield and still get full damage? Because the thing, the way it reads here, for example, on Brawling is increased attack power on fighting empty-handed, and if you check here, for example, this is called unarmed. But for example, empty-handed, does that mean that I'm not even allowed a shield, and stuff that or can I still use a shield and still get the extra damage? So that is the question, So. Right, let's see. Come see to what way. Alright, then it should just be down here, okay, dude. So this isn't hard to find. Because it should be here. Or was it in the lower place? No, here it is. Sign still first. Get anything good. Still glass fuel. Is that a usable item? No. But keep in mind that you can only steal once from stuff. Okay, I got doomed. That's the greatest thing. We have 10 seconds of doom, but yeah, the doom is pretty slow. Hopefully they do have the damage. Because I have 8 seconds left to doom. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It shouldn't last right past, but it does remove doom yet. Blind poison on. So I'm gonna stop blind. Okay. Yeah, interesting gameplay now. Okay, come on. You dead? You're dead. Oh. Can we save ourselves? We can technically, I believe, if we hurry here. If this is open, we can do it. We can still save ourselves. This should clear the status. Yeah. That's very important to know about, that you can clear the doom, that you can clear all statuses by touching the crystal. Now, I never thought about, for example, like if I would have started the file yesterday, then I would have instead probably gone with Monk or known every character and stuff like that, because yeah, of course pick up first aid with this character, but yeah, I can also pick up more of the armors here, and where's the next map, by the way? That's Daggers 3, but yeah, but here, for example, you have Linear Swords 1. Okay. That's Libra, right? Oh, yeah, I think it is. The annoying thing in this is you actually should need to go in on like a whole audio balancing and config thing to actually see things. But yeah, for example, like yeah, the speed multiplier is actually very very good in this because eventually once you get powerful enough to where you can grind stuff without any problem, It's going to be a bit different. So let's go to where did she's. Going for good coffee. Made it strong today actually. Stuff that there are certain days when I don't make it strong, stuff like that. Okay, gauntlets, that's interesting. Because gauntlets is an actual accessory. There's physical damage taken on HP critical. Can I use that on anyone? No, gauntlets needs accessory 8, okay. So is there anyone that's close to accessory 8? Accessory 8 is right there. That's 4. Where's the rest of the accessories? 4, 5, okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. There's what gauntlet is on him. I'm guessing then the accessories go here, yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to go all the way down there to get to it. Because sometimes you can spend points too early. For example, like there is no reason, for example, to spend on certain things if you aren't going to be using them yet and stuff that. So like a lot of people that just wasting a bunch of points getting like a bunch of armors to try to reach something, can be really, really bad to the bad times, Tough the Phoenix down. Let's go up this way because that's going to be closer to the bar. So we can get more marks. We got a rear guard already. And I think that we are able to do basically until we get to the point of where we need to go to the what do you call it? Once we get to the point of where we need to go to the mines in that other place where we need to take the airship there and stuff there because yeah. But it's often right, like the gear that you can get is limited to be around certain things, of course. But you can, of course, also get like chain bonuses in this, for example, and there are certain wrath stuff you can get from certain enemies that are very important. No new build post, okay, so no more hunting stuff. They did say, however, that there is supposed to be something to the north where you can talk with someone. It's him that talks about that, right? He doesn't talk to you about it anymore because that's not the same guy as the named guy. North End. Okay, Bangra is at the... Those the pigs or those the lizard-like creatures? Like, do they mean to the, like, this is not North End, right? Nope. It is the North End, okay, so it's in the next. Isn't it just this then? No, that's Gambit, okay. But I'm guessing it's the one that just looks like this. I'm guessing it's just gonna be this place here. Yeah. I forgot because I think they have individual marks here and you can get rewards in here as well. Oh, right. Yeah, that's the guild boss technically. The Mogs look so weird in this because the Mogs looks more like the rabbits in this. Because the Mogs, of course, are meant to be cat-like creatures, and stuff that, in Final Fantasy, right? That's what they're actually supposed to be, cats. I mean, they do have whiskers, but still, And I know that there are cats, like, with big ears and stuff like that's and like, straight up, like, maybe they're trying to be more like a Sharakal or whatever they're called. Like Pumbaa and stuff that, like, I hope that this doesn't make me skip out on revolves or anything, and stuff like that. So. Potions. Okay. Remember this, 2 teleport stones. Alright, he also gives me for defeating certain enemies. Yeah, from the different black bosses and stuff like that. Wait. Also, can you change it? So I should now be able to use change. Wow, so I can use change the class at any time. I forgot about that. Like, the question is, did I ever do that in the... I mean, I really like the katana build and stuff there. Like, the katana can get really powerful. But the best thing that you can do technically is that you play as Ulan, and then there is a way, if I remember correctly, to get like Zodiac Spear really early. And I don't think it's even a glitch, theoretically. Like, there is a way to get like the actual... Because you can get it as a rare drop, if I remember correctly, or something like that. There's a way that you can build your character, so you can basically get the Zodiac Spear early and stuff like that, and then, right? Because then I want to build towards that always so I can get that boom first. Do that. This is the shortest path basically you can take. Get the battle lore here. And then boom, brawl empty-handed. Max HP. Max HP. Max HP. Max HP. Okay, so horn hat. Leather breastplate. Right, and use the Orashi armlet. We need to make sure that I can get that as well. Because that gives you slightly more HP, it's not by a lot, but yeah. Right, and we can only do the ones that are currently in the party and stuff that over, you know. Yes, I know. Because you don't technically lose much at all, basically, and stuff that, you know. Boom. Should I just... I could actually do that. Get this as well. And I actually want to redo the thing on both here as well, probably. Headgear. Leathers. Right, because she hasn't gotten. So she should be able to use a head guard as well. She should be able to use a head guard and then the other thing as well. The leather breastplate. Did Boss go the smartest way though? I mean, technically he went another way, technically. So he has gotten that as well. Because you don't need to get the number 1 there, technically. But I want to redo Bolt here so we can skip out the polls on him. And I don't technically know if you... Now I don't technically know though if how good a party full of monks will be, you know, stuff that, you know. Mm. Let me check first. He did get the accessory, you know. He hasn't gotten that yet. Okay. Just need to make sure that we get that accessory one there. He has gotten it, and she has gotten it too. Head guard, leather breastplate, armet. But technically I don't need that on her. But I think it's to use that. Head guard and leather breastplate. Because yeah, the good thing about them is that they give you like HP and stuff that, so you have more HP via that as well, so yeah. I don't have as much health as before, so you know, like the point that I spend is very, very different here, because of course, yeah, you need to spend 90 on Brawler, because otherwise I would have been able to have more like health points from the other board and stuff that, because you don't need a whole 90 on the Brawler thing, but yeah. It is. Can I have multiple active at the same time? Okay, that's the geese planes. That's in Booyah, okay. Okay, yeah, you can have several accepted at once. Okay, why do he have so many points? Right, because I took the one there that I didn't need to take. But even then I would have only had 45 points. So. Okay. But where is the... But where is the actual... shop? Does that go into... But yeah. Or is that like outside somewhere? They... It can be a bit hard to control though with the 4x speed. Okay. That's not good. I don't know if these marks are possible yet though, to do or whatever, so we'll see. Even see if they're possible or not. And for example, for Monk, like the battle lores are like super important to get, like the different like battle lores and stuff that. Then there's going to be a lot of them, of course, because you know. Let me get this battle lore as well here. I think that's more important than HP right now. The battle lore here. Let's just get that for fun. Because theoretically, right, you still okay, there's a bunch of battle lore here. Oh yeah, numerology is interesting. Because you do have access to Smart Medic here, Kuraya and Bravery, for example. And Bravery is of course important, but because Bravery technically was a thing in of course in but yeah, you do get access to some white magic stuff and stuff that you can even get access to holy and these. Because basically when you get access to one of the, for example, like when you get access to something like Red Spiral, they will unlock certain parts of the board, for example, and stuff like that. And I don't know if it's only like this specific area that then unlocks or whatever, or if that locks off other areas, because there's only a certain amount of these that you can get. So then it probably depends on what you want. Like if you want Holy and Protector, you probably need this one in order to get access to this one down here, basically. And so that's, yeah, you have to be careful with which ones you get. Because I believe it locks off certain parts of the grid. Or whatever, so yeah. Of course, the gambits doesn't really change because I still have access to first aid, of course, obviously. Even if I'm like another, thing, but yeah. Everything. Why does she have that now? What was that changed on her? Cure. Why had that been changed? That made no sense that had been changed for whatever reason. You cannot use cure. You cannot even use first aid, actually. Although I forgot if first aid is actually on the monk mode somewhere. Just if that, you know. Yeah, it is right there. First aid is actually the rest of this, yeah. But is that because I didn't use her in the part? Is that why that got changed? Because that seems like really, really weird. Because I didn't sync with the Alto or R2 either, so you know. Why isn't he trying to attack? It should always be nearest visible, it shouldn't be party leaders. But why does it sometimes just get changed automatically when you beat certain points? Alright, it probably got changed because I changed the board. The gambits probably got reset or whatever, right? But then that's weird, like why should it change the party leader right from nearest visible and stuff that, you know? Because she does the unlearn cure just because I use monk on her instead, you know. Boss tends of course to be tankier just from the very, very start and stuff that, you know. Because certain characters have of course higher, but he is also higher level, so you know. That makes a difference too, because you still gain HP of course when you level up as well, so yeah, you know. Named NPC. I know, that's the doctor's dog. Look at trees to the east, okay. Look. Fucking hell. Look at trees, Jesus, not bad. Okay, so Jesus, not bank. Okay, that's yeah to the east there. I don't think I need to ask them though. Look at trees, man. Look at trees, man. But yeah, but having a good like HP pool is very, very important, of course, because obviously like monks aren't gonna get like heavy armor or anything, right? You know, but they're still like a tanky class, you know, and stuff that. Or they should be tanky at least, because yeah. Everything sellable. That's good still. You can of course eventually get a combination also, and I forgot if it has to do with just getting to this, if it just has to getting to one of the ones. Are there 75 on each character, or are they? Okay, there are only 50 on boss. 50. Is it 50 anywhere for one, or is it Yeah, it's 50 there for the red spiral. Yeah, so they're more. So certain ones that are more expensive, but that might give you access to actually better stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, and they give you a lot. For example, when your character is solo, then they give a whole lot more and stuff. That's here. The key man also, when it comes to the wolf-style enemies, for example, these or coyotes, for example, is that you can still keep the chain going even if you kill regular wolves. It also seems that it gets reset if you actually touch a save crystal. The whole combo that you got going often gets reset from that. Let's kill the big guy. Because these are actually easy to kill and stuff. That's it. I know that technically there's a place that we can go to where the enemies are a lot tougher and stuff that because yeah. Hopefully this isn't the whole oh we need to inspect this area or whatever, or that oh we need to go and get a key item. There are certain hunts where I do remember that there were specific triggers that you had to do. Let's see the world map. No. I just want to double check hunts. Okay, they stay over there, okay. But it should be like... then that's weird that I missed it. In that case, if it's like right here. And I don't think it patrols around. Okay, there's probably something I have to go and get. I am guessing. Well, because this is not a whole look more hidden footprints or whatever, right? That's not what it is. And it's not how it's over here somewhere, you know, whatever. So let's go talk, because most likely it will be that we have to get something in the village. Yeah, you don't have access to the better stuff here yet. But the stuff doesn't show up here. I didn't see anything to cook at this way. Feministiskt har olika. I'm guessing that's it. I'm pretty certain that there's only one that you actually technically need to talk to, and that causes the thing to spawn, like the thing. It might be though that I don't remember if there was a specific count or if there was something else, but there is something where you only need to have one character in the party in order for it to show up or whatever. Like that. Because that's not that enemy now, that's just a rabbit. Rabbit! Just double checking the area again. Because they said it, so it was the North Bank. Yeah. Oh, they are sensitive over monsters. So does that mean that you even have to kill the poor rabbits? I mean, even though the rabbits aren't hostile, we seem to have to kill them. Get back here. Punch the dragon in the face. Okay. I'm guessing that should cause it to show up. I don't see one though. I mean, they say it kind of like it would be here somewhere that it will show up. I don't know, do you to reset the area, or is it just like, oh, go inspect this place or whatever, that maybe we can see it like in the... Let's go inside and go outside again here and see. Because I don't think that that's going to cause it to respawn or anything. Because I think you have to go off a few screens away or whatever it is. But that depends on the area, of course, obviously. There it is. Shit, that's...
Yeah.
There's Xenoxis.
Yeah.
Actually, that's... Wow, what more manage of host range. I don't think that works though. Yeah. Potion, please. We're almost here. Petrify, that's actually... Do we have any softs? Silence, poison, blind. Blind, poison, silence, and slow. We don't have any... I don't know if for that mode works though. Okay. Almost stoned. If we can only kill some of their, like, if we can kill, for example, the weaker ones here. Ah. We cannot make it in. Yeah, we probably couldn't never have gotten it anyway there. Sadly, we did use a few high potions though from doing that. Let's swing just load again here instead. Let's just an autosave, so let's not load the autosave by mistake. I don't think we have a chance on it yet. Unless we happen to have... do we have anything that defends against... Right, so Libra, Poison Sap, Mind. That just counterattacks automatically, and that's critical. So now we should still have the high potion. And now we still have the high potion, so... I mean, I do still think we could kill it, but we probably need so that's Bangle. Okay. just get some of these spells just because they're permanent. Basically, like once you get the spell, you don't need to get them anymore. Basically, and stuff that just so you can have. But we should be able to go to the place where I want to go from here, actually. Yeah. Because I want to see how possible it is to kill these enemies now that were tough for me, like, or that were tough for my character. Like, on 1v1, it was tough, for the character. But my character was lower level then, of course, as well, so yeah. So which one would sound as being like a... Yeah, so since you can render foes vulnerable to an element, I'm guessing, like, for example, making one of the monks a black mage would probably be a good idea. For nearest visible, nearest visible, nearest visible, nearest visible. Okay, good. And keep in mind also that sometimes there are enemies that are called exactly the same thing, but are like tougher variants of them depending on where they are. I'm gonna test, are these enemies still over here tough? Stuff that, because I believe going over to this western part is something that you do after the mine section and stuff that. So yeah. We do have the hind, yeah, the horn guard, head guard, and the breastplate. Because yeah, this is still for example, this is still worse tricks, as you can see, but it's the tougher one. But we have more armor now as well, so yeah. Boom. And that is still 87 XP actually and stuff, that was actually very good. So this is actually a pretty decent grand spot now at this point. So it's not that much, but still it's not better. Can we kill the whole horsey though? The horsey can be rough because once it, depending on how often it kicks attack, it does actually more damage and stuff that. No problem. Get the horse. Get any good treasures? Attack. Oh yeah, so anyway, I see you all in the next part, which is going to be part 2.